Hello, 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 welcome to another video of Rolemaster Classic on Fantasy Grounds Classic using Dakadin's updated rule set. Today we'll look at combat in a bit more detail. What we've done here, we've set up a quick encounter. They are in a temple. The temple's provided by Saving Thrower at deviantart.com. I've used an encounter to add all the tokens to the map. They're all connected to the combat tracker. On that combat tracker we've got two PCs here, Bob and Virula. You've seen those before if you've seen a previous video. And two other NPCs who are friendlies. We've got Defender, a plate mail fighter, who has a weapon here, which is a Llamas Slayer crossbow. So we've got it set up with an alternative critical to be able to open the large creatures criticals and use slaying. And we've got Alf. In here we've got a number of villains they've seen before, Llama warriors they've seen before, Alpaca Smacker they've seen before, and then there's the Grand Llama which you haven't, which is their target today, and also a Troll Llama hybrid, which they're unaware of at the moment. What's the plan? The plan is they've come to this temple, they've taken out the guards, they've now been preparing for a little bit. They're going to come round, put two missile weapons into Llama Warrior 13. Vira's going to come round with them using a sudden light spell. And we've got Alf Sticky Fingers. His job is the robed figure, so he's invisible at the moment. I'll just show his effects. He's invisible. He's got a daily item which casts invisibility twice a day. So he's invisible at the moment. He's going to wait for these two guards to move. Once these two guards are moving, he's going to get straight in here and try and ambush the Grand Llama. Al, hopefully he rushes forward with the rest of his troops, leaving these two alone. And then once he's done the dirty deed, if he can do the dirty deed, he's then going to hit invisibility again and then try and rejoin his friends or backstab somebody else. That's the plan. Kind of backup plans is she's got Earth Law here, so a barrier somewhere might be good. But none of them know about the Troll Llama at the moment, so that'll be a little thing to throw in. I've got a couple of things here that I've decided I'm going to cover in this fight, so it won't be the full fight, because that'll probably take about this number of combatants. 45 minutes, an hour? We'll see. Let's get cracking. First things first is on round 8, so let's set that to round 1. Let's roll everybody's initiatives. Now bear in mind, nothing's happened here, so what kicks this off really is Bob coming round. So drag the helmet to the start of the round. Next actor, unaware, Bob to come round the corner. So Bob wants to move 5, 10 feet. How much activity is that going to take up? So click on the move. He's going to walk, so he doesn't have to make any kind of roll. He moves a distance of 10 feet. Means he's going to take up 14% activity. If he did a jog, it would take up 9, and then have to run a routine roll. So I'm just going to make say he walks. Now if I double click on that, we've got this here. Come round, 5, 10, click on him once, target Llama Warrior 13, and shoot. But I reckon Llama Warrior 13 is going to be surprised, so I'm going to let him have that. So I'll go into the modifiers here, go down to combat and look for surprised. There it is there, click on the plus minus, it's now got a surprise. Let's add that all together for the modifier. Now make the roll. Composite bow, twang. Oh, it's a bad start, 15, not very good. Misses. Next is Llama Warrior 4. There's a twang. Do you hear anything at Llama Warrior 4? 46. What distance are you at? No, I'm going to say you're aware of something, but you're not sure of what it is. Llama Warrior 3. Let's think. What do you think? 12. Completely oblivious. Virula. She's going to hold her action. So I'm going to go to next actor. And then what I do is I take the little tick out of this here to show that she hasn't had an action yet. Then it's Alf. Alf is holding his action because he's waiting for these to move. So he stays where he is. Just take a tick out in case they move. The Alpaca Smacker. How battle aware is he? 82. He knows something's up. He's heard that before. That's the sound of a bow. He shouts a warning. Intruders! And how much can he move? Move 50. I'm not going to make him run because he doesn't quite know what's going on. So I'm just going to put out some distance beside him and see what 50 will take him. Sort of just beyond these. So how about he goes up to here and says to his troops, "Go and check that out. What is that?" And the robed figure, well, she was right beside him when he said that, so she knows something's wrong. So she's going to come forward here as well. What is it? Well, she doesn't know what it is. Right then, Defender, he comes round. Gonna have to move 10 feet as well. 5, 10. Take it off his attack. Pace 1, distance 10. That's a 20% hit. No surprise this time, he's already been shot. So you can fire the Llama Slayer weapon. So I'm just going to drag the dice, drop it on top of Llama Warrior 13. It's not bad. 16D puncture. So grab that, drop it onto 13. Then right hand click. Now remember, it's an alternative critical and it's going to be slaying. So drag this right across and it's a slaying critical. Roll a high open-ended. 86. Oh, this could be good. Strike to foe's chest, destroys the heart. 25 hits, foe dies immediately. Boom, nails him right in the heart. So drop that on 13. Right hand click, delete the entry. Boom, 1 down. I'm not going to roll initiatives for every round this time, just going to go on. Next actor. Troll hybrid. Yeah, well, 57 is aware but not quite aware, so we're just going to move him. He can do, I think, 65, is it? 65. We're going to move him out to see what's going on. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So let's put him right into the middle. Now he's seen him, but they haven't, so that's why I'm not going to uncover them yet. As far as the players would see on their client, they wouldn't see this troll, they'd see everything else. Next is Llama Warrior 1. He now knows what to happen. Now, one of these things about these Llama Warriors is they move at a serious rate. Look at that. They could do 100 in 1 round. So it runs straight at Bob. And this is a charge. This is how we do a charge. Llama Warrior, do movement. Gonna be a run, which is an easy maneuver. Potential of 200 feet. And then what we do is we roll the move dice, go to the table resolver and resolve that, and then have a look at the easy. 100% it's managed. So in the moving maneuver percent, it's 100%, and it covered 80. Means it's a 40% activity hit. Double click on that. Now, who's it attacking? It's attacking Defender. So I'm just going to click on Defender, left click. Which will target each other, so I'll click on Llama Warrior 1 and left click. Obviously, the players will be doing this themselves. But this is good for showing you how NPCs fight NPCs. Now, Defender, 20% action to move last round, 50% to fire. That means they had 30% left, which is enough to drop a bow, draw a sword, and be 10% into drawing the shield. So I'm going to say, no shield, but if you want, you can parry. And they do want to parry because there's a plan here. Remember, Viria held her action, but there was nothing to actually do. She wants to use a stun spell. So Defender is not going to run the risk of getting hit here. So go to parry. They've got an attack of 95 of the falchion. 50. Now, the all bits here are saying the wall shield against everybody and the 50 for the parry. Let now Llama Warrior 1 run with the bash. The charge it did. 54, don't think it's going to be enough to get through. No, it's not. Look at these fields, by the way, in the table resolver. This is what you roll. So sometimes if you have a player who's rolled the wrong dice, forgot to add something, you can just change the roll here straight away. This is the total of all the modifications. This one had defense bonus, offense bonus, move activity, the parry that was used, the wall shields that used. You can remove these if you need to. That then totals those up. These 3 fields, you'll see this later on when Bob is going to use a Kathkusa herb to double his hits. You'll see the multi will go up. The unmodified is the fumble range, so you can change that if you need to for certain things, like say a spell casting roll. And this is the max rank. So 105 might be a small attack, 120 would be a medium. Because this is a medium attack, you can see that at maximums at 120. See here, 120. But it's a miss. Next actor. Is Bob going to take his Kathkuzi yet? No, he knows that one of these is going to come screaming in pretty soon. So he's going to draw his sword and shield and wait. So he's going to parry whoever comes forward. So we'll hold his action. Well, no, we won't. We'll just do a parry, whoever he's going to parry. And how I'll do that is I'll go to parry, and I'll say it's all... That way I don't have to worry about who the target is. And the shield's against whoever it comes. And we'll probably have to draw a shield for about another 10%. Hand axe is 104, so we've got a maximum of 94 you can parry with. Let's parry with 50 as well. And holding action to attack whoever it is they're parrying against. Llama Warrior 4 knows things are going on and is going to charge in. How far can it go? So 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 to run in. Do the same thing as before. Move. Going to run. Roll the move. Resolve it. 110 in this case. So movement percentage was 110 and it moved 75. So 34, double click, and then make the attack. It's a charge and it's on Bob. So just drop on his name. Right hand click, resolve. Looks like his parry's managed to save him as well. Llama Warrior 3. By the way, I normally run with 2 screens here. That's why this is pretty cramped. I normally have on my right hand screen the combat tracker and the table resolver, and this left hand screen a nice large map that the players can see. But because I want to be able to record this and show you all of it, I'm going to show it all on one screen. Llama Warrior 3. Alpaca's urging, get in there, attack them, kill them. Going to move forward as well. How far is that going to be? Looks like it's 75 by the looks of it. 75. So run in. Whoomp. Can't do anything at the moment, so it's in waiting, but it will attack. Virula, it's almost ready. Almost ready. If only somebody else can get a bit closer and she can cast the stun spell. So she's going to hold the action in case in case the opportunity presents itself this turn. Then Alf's almost ready now. He knows Alpaca's still there, and he can't be in the same room as that guy because that'll just smash him. So holding action as well. So take this out for Virula. You're holding. Remember Bob was holding. And Alf, when I do next actor, he's holding. Now Al, he's going to go and join his troops. And smash these evil defilers of the Llama Temple. They're going to run here. Now he's not as good. He's got negative 35. So you could argue, do you want to take the risk? If you just walk, there's no difficulty to worry about. You've got to do definitely 50. But if you do a jog, it's a routine. You can do 75. But it is at a negative 35. So you're kind of thinking, is that worth it? But he's going to risk it. So roll the move. It's a 57. 90%, so it's not bad. So he got actually not 100%, he got 90%. Which means he can go 67, and he's going to go the full 67. We'll be kind to him and say he can do 70. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, to about there. Well, kind of in between those two. And we can do that actually, we can do it. Because it's snap to grid, we can do it half, 67.5. It's almost there, Virula, almost there. Now, that's triggered his action. Oh, we've got to do Bob's action. Look, this has triggered his as well. Sorry, I haven't done that. Because he's moved in, so Bob gets their attack. So click once on Bob. Bob, off you go. Hand axe of 54. It's particularly bad. It's a complete swish. So, never mind, Bob. Do a tick to show that you had your go. And if I want to keep things, I can just drag the helmet to say, okay, yeah, Alf, it's your go. Virula, you were actually supposed to act before Alf, so do you want to do anything yet? Let's have a quick look. Let's do a pointer. Draw a circle. It's a 10-foot radius, this. Oh, nearly. He'll get in next round. That's when she should do it. So she starts, she's making noise here. She's gesticulating wildly. Flamboyant gestures. Might need that later, so let's drop that there. So Virula, don't think you're going to get a go this turn. But Alf, you will. 5, 10, 15. So invisible, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's now a rear flank. And some will give her an open-ended perception just in case. Oh no, she's completely clueless about it. So what have we got here? Let's do Elf's attack. What modifiers? Well, we've got a rear flank. She's absolutely going to be surprised. Don't think I'm going to get a DB, but also Elf did move 20 feet to get into position. And it would have been at a walk to keep it nice and quiet. So 100% movement. Moved 20. 30 activity. So double click on that. And then make the attack and pray that it's good, because if he doesn't stun her, he's in trouble. It is an ambush attack, because he's got 12 ranks of ambush. Let's do that attack. Short sword. Onto the rogue figure. 91. Oh, you needed that, my friend. Resolve that. That's a 17E slash onto the rogue figure. So it half hits. And now you need this ambush to go well. Let's roll a D100. High or low? Oh, it's 93. So you can bring that right up to 100 or whatever you want. But that is now done. So what's the best we could do here? Groin area? No, we want to make sure. Strike to foe's head, destroys brain mix like before. Fire exposed in the heap. So we want that one. They'll make a 6 to 99. So we'll drop that on the rogue figure. That is an ex-rogue figure. That's the Grand Llama done. Well done. So you've had your turn now. Alpaca, you've made your movement. You've had your turn. Let's Defender now. We're still parrying against Llama Warrior 1. We can make an attack. I don't think it's going to be high enough. Not yet. Now, next round. The Troll. Did it just see that attack? 64. Let's just say it did. So whatever a troll llama talks like, shouts like, it's going to go for him. How far is that? 40 feet. So a charge of 40 feet. A run. Make the move. Resolve it. 80%. And you managed to do a distance of 40. Means it's 38 penalty. Now, Alf, you're not built for fighting, I'm afraid. It is a new round, so you can do something about this. Let's parry with everything you've got. Hopefully somebody can help you. So here comes the attack on Alf. It's a run in, 70% or 30%. We'll just say it's a bash. Drag and drop it on top of Alf. The gods are not with Alf, unfortunately. Oh, maybe they are. The Alf's okay. He's managed to stave that off. Help! Next, Llama Warrior 1. Still fighting here. Going to attack with a bite. 70, good. Oh, 0 hits. Next is Bob. Now Bob, it's time for him to go to town. So he's going to munch down on a Cathcoozer. Now Cathcoozer gives you plus 10 OB, doubles the concussion hits you do, and doubles your strength. And it goes for D10 rounds. 8 rounds. Okay. So, go to effects. I've done one already for it. By the way, you want to do your own one, just click on this and green button to make your own. I'm going to say, was it 8 rounds this is? So 8 rounds. And then I'm going to drag it and drop it onto Bob to remind myself. It's a duration of 8. And now he's going to try and hit this llama. It's got a 10 OB extra. Tries to hit it with the hand axe. Gets an 89. That's a good time to roll high. And that's a 19D crush. Now look, because it's Kathkuzen doubles the damage, I'm going to put here to multiply it by 2. Oh, let's see now. 19 onto Llama Warrior 4. Watch this, 19 turns into 38. Onto Llama Warrior 4. Doosh. Then it's a D crush. Rolls again. 67, very close. D crush. Blow to foe's shoulder area. Minor fracture. Foes at -20 and stunned, able to parry for 2 rounds. Excellent. Drops it onto 4. That's worked well for Bob. Have to roll for his addiction at some point. Now, what is it? Llama Warrior 4. It's your turn. You're stunned and no parry, so you can't do anything, I'm afraid. Llama Warrior 3. Let me through. They can't do anything at the moment. That's why they've put the wall here, the vital wall. Next is Virula. She's going to delay just the one last time. Thinks this could be it for the light spell. Next, going to take that tick out of Virula to remind myself. It's Alf. Now, Alf's parry. Oh, sorry. We did that. We didn't do that attack earlier. That would have been a ranged attack. So we need to move that. So apologies for that. And by the way, lost the invisible effect, so I should get rid of that. Visible. Delete. Nope, a little PC crash there, so hopefully I've got it back roughly to where it was before. I think it was Alf. What's Alf going to do? Well, really he wants to run away and go invisible. So the first thing he's doing is going to go invisible. So make sure his item doesn't malfunction. Oh, he's out of luck. Oh dear. He pushes the invisibility thing and doesn't go invisible. Oh dear, Alf. Oh dear, oh dear. You can't do much about this now. You can sit there still with your 70 parry, I'm afraid. But it's not looking good for you. Alpaca, he's going to go the rest of the distance. Let me in! Get me out of the way! I'll get them! Which plays right into Virula's hands, because now it's her turn. Just so it shows he's had his turn. But I'm moving back to Virula. Virula, you're going to cast that spell that you've been preparing for absolutely ages. First things first, get forward 5 feet. You can have that free, 75% to cast the spell. Now really, you should be saving his bacon and putting that on there, but this is the main issue right now. You'll have to do something about him later. So, Virula, click once. Who she got targeted? No one. But look, let's do an area effect. We know that this, if we grab this, is going to be able to get all of these. Shouts may be a keyword, so they know they're about to get blinded. Veracitor, or whatever. And look, so I've got her collected already. Just control key down, left click. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Now, there's a number of modifications going to be on these. First of all, there's the over prep, which is plus 20. So spells base, each round prep, max 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she's been making flamboyant gestures. And she'll be doing incantation. But you know, there is 2 people in the way, so let's say they've got partial cover. And they're at a good range. So we're going to roll this. Now, what will happen is all those the modifiers will only apply to one of them, so we'll just then modify the rolls for the rest of them. Going to make her base attack roll. All of them are targeted. Go to attack. Double click, and look. AoE effect. Now look at this, how clever is this? It's given an extra plus 10 to Llama 4 because he's stunned, unable to parry. It says, well, you're a static target then. So really, we should adjust all of these by another 45. Let's start with the first one here. This is on Llama Warrior 1. Right hand click, resolve. It's a failure on 04, but they are... well, they don't have any of that, so they're just general. But if you think... we haven't added any of the other stuff, which is an extra, not 45, 35, isn't it? So an extra 35. So I'll just change that then. The roll here wasn't 5, it was 40. And that's now a minus 20 resistance roll. Right hand click, our table. So that's minus 20, which means the 70 or less, and they're getting stunned. And this is the Llama Warrior 1, so 70 or less, open-ended. Well done, you are okay. Unaffected Llama Warrior 1. Next, We're going to add 35 onto this roll. Resolve. 35 onto that. 61. So Llama Warrior 3, 45 on this. You've got a target number of 95. Failed that by quite a lot. So you failed that by 66. So that's a 7-round stun on Llama Warrior 3. So I've got stun set up. Just go to effects. Stun, 7 rounds. Onto Llama Warrior 3. Where are you, 3? There you are. Drop it onto you. Stun 7. Who's the next one? 65. 65. This was... Still needs another 35 onto this. So right hand click. Resolve. That should really be 90. But it doesn't matter because that's as best it gets. They're on modified rolls. So that's 55. That's 105 target. Fails by 82. That's 9 rounds of stun on Llama Warrior 4. 9. Not looking good because he's already stunned. So, oof. And what have we got left? We've got this one here, 31, which is already taken care of. Everything's gone on there. And that's on Alpaca Smacker. So right hand click, resolve. 50. So he's going to roll 100. So he fails by 52, so that's a 6-round stun on Alpaca Smacker. And that's it resolved. Nice AoE spell there. Clear that. Who's next? Well, Vera's got a little bit of movement. While I'm here, I'm just going to untarget the rest of these so it doesn't mess them up. She can't really move. She needs to start prepping a spell, but that's next round. So, that was her held action. Already acted, you can see the ticks, already acted, down to Defender then. He's going to pull the helmet down to Defender. Now Defender, this is exactly what you wanted. You've already parried against somebody, I believe. Who are you facing, Defender? Llama Warrior 1. Who was uninjured. So he'll say, help me with this one. And keep his parry going. And try and hit Llama Warrior 1. Rolls pathetically small, so that's a swish. And we're on to the next round. Now, let's ID this. Troll Llama. Gonna hit Alpha again. So, Alpha, should you be just double check that you're parrying with everything? Yep. Off you go. 70 or 30, let's just see which it is. 6, so it is a bash still on Sticky Fingers. And he's turned it aside again. Help! Llama Warrior 1 still fighting, going for Defender. Defender's still using the wall shield and the parry to knock it aside. Bob with Kathkusa, remember. Here's his friend's help. He's taking parry out here. And he's changing his target from 4 to 1. Looks like a shield wall trying to hit the person to the side rather than the one in front. And attacks. Now remember, plus 10 OB. 10. And attack. 165. Eesh. Multiply of 2, remember, for the hits. And that's on number 1. So number 1, you may not be stunned, but you just took 44 hits. Poof. And the critical, which is 19. So luckily, nothing too bad. But he's stunned for a round. Next. So Llama Warrior 4 is stunned. Llama Warrior 3, stunned. Virula. She's going to snap off a shock bolt attack. So 0 prep, that means she skipped for a round. So that's 25 onto the spell failure. And 2 for the normal failure. So this should be a shock bolt. Look how many people it has to go through. What range is it at? 85 feet. So not good. Let's do those modifiers. Really, if you look down this now. Spells, elemental. Yeah, we did a flamboyant, we did the incantations. But I think there's not full cover, but there's definitely partial cover. Let's roll that. On to Troll Llama. Oh! So, was it here? Oh dear. Right, okay, remember it was a spellcasting roll as well, which was 27, so that's definitely a fumble. Look, I did a range calculation. Minus 25. Offensive bonus. Flamboyant gestures and incantations. Cover. It's defensive bonus. But it's a fumble, so right hand click on the fumble. It's an attack spell. And if you remember how they work, if you triple it, so it's a 75 onto this. High open-ended. Oh, you jammy so-and-so. You got off reasonably well with that. Stunned 3 rounds, so she's stunned. Alf is just going to try and use his movement to try and get him this side of things while he's fighting, twisting and turning. He can make a 0 OB attack. Not on Virula, I don't know why that's that. Uncheck that, uncheck Virula. Let's just do a resolve on that anyway. So looking really at 77 on armor type 11. So looking across here, armor type 11, 77. Would have been 3 hits if it hit properly, so a little bit of blood. Actually it wouldn't have been, let's be fair here, because it was a roll of 77, but it's got a defense of 20, so it would have been a 57, which would have been a swish. Alpaca's stunned. Defender. Parrying, so it can only make a small attack. So his foe is stunned now. Right hand click, resolve. It's a miss. And that's the end of that round. Troll Llama, off you go. Try and hit Sticky Fingers. Good high roll. I think you got him this time. 7A on balance. Roll the A on balance. Oh, 98 I am balance. What's that? Sends foe sprawling his face. 10 hits, stunned him for 3 rounds. Well, I think we've seen the end of Alf Sticky Fingers. Llama Warrior 1, stun, no parry 1. Can't do much about it. Bob takes his Soul Sendora, which is haste 200% for 3 rounds. Dropped it on Bob, showing it here. He's now got activity percent 200. So he's going to make the most of that by hitting Llama Warrior 1 first of all. Remember, he gets 10 OB to the attacks. Double attack. 91. Oh. Resolve, remember, 2 times hits. 23 on, so that becomes 46. Oh, it's dead. So, right hand click E just to see how it died. 44, is that side? Upper leg. So it took out a leg. It's done. Now I go next actor, brings the activity percent down by 100, but no, because he's still going. So back up to Bob again. Take the tick out. Go on, Bob, off you go. Right, well, let's switch your target now, because you, Llama Warrior, are a deleted CT entry. You're done. Bob now can go and hit Llama Warrior 4 with 10 OB. Drags the dice. No parry, because we want to try and get this guy. That's Llama Warrior 4. Thump. Good about 39. Oh, it's maxed out again. How was that? Defensive, stunned, offensive bonus. Yeah, fair enough. Multiplier, remember, 2 on Llama Warrior 4. It's 46. Ooh, that's another one down. What's the E/? So nothing. That was 3 hits. Remember, that'll double. So that's 6 hits. But Llama Warrior 4 is an X-Llama. Right hand click, delete. Bye bye. And now we're going to act again. Next actor. Now got no percent. And Llama Warrior 3, you're stunned for 6. We're going to move you forward. Virula, you're stunned. I can't do anything about that. Al Sticky Fingers. He's stunned, unable to parry. Oh, he's knocked on the ground, prone as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Bye-bye, Elf. Al, you're stunned for 5. Defender, you can take the parry out now and go on the offensive. Going to step forward 1. Try and take out Alpaca. Now Alpaca, he's a good fighter. Maybe stunned, but he can still parry with half his OB. So that's with the smacker, which is 45. 45. And you can target who he's parrying against. Click once, left click. And then when defender now tries to hit him, he's going to have to contend with his parry and the wall shield actually. So let's say the wall shield has to act. So good luck with this. You have to be good. Oh, 87. It's not terrible. Oh, he's got through on the 13B slash onto Alpaca. What is the B slash? Let's have a look. D100. Oh, so close. Blow the foe's neck. Foe takes 3 its round. -5 stun for 2. Oh, Alpaca's going down. Next round. Alpaca. He's got 1 warrior left. 1 troll. This troll's got Alf. He knows in a bad way. He'd probably put his hand up. Wait. I can call the troll off. Won't be. Savage your friend. You can save his life. I'll save my own. I've got some information for you. Let me out. And that's how you could leave the combat. Right, a bit higgledy-piggledy that one for that advanced combat, but hopefully you get more of an idea what to do. Thanks very much for watching this one. See you in the next video. Cheers. Bye-bye.